Hello folks, it's Transformation Master 5 for 3, 2, 1 here, and I'm going to do a TF video, but this one's going to be different, because this one isn't the picture one, it's one that is a text. So I'm going to read this text. This is called The Amiibo Experiment, Mega Yarn Yoshi, and it's by Clockwork Melody. So let's get reading. Come on, I need that yarn! Just screamed as the on-screen Yoshi fell down the pit for the umpteenth time. This was a kind of game that needed to 100% complete every game she played, no matter how hard it was or how bad she was at it. She needed every collectible, every achievement, everything. Because of this, she didn't play as many games as other people, simply because she preferred to concentrate on one at a time and finish it completely. Her most recent endeavor was none other than Yoshi's Woolly World. She loved a new twist of the classic Yoshi's Island gameplay, and she had already actually beaten the game, but that didn't mean she was done with it. Baby Rosa might be defeated, but there were still things to collect. What she wanted to collect most were the Wonder Balls. After collecting all 5 in a level, would unlock another double Yoshi players. She looked how cute the whole game was harshly contrasted with how much she was finding herself frustrated at the game. She had even bought all 3 yarn Yoshi amiibos just because of how cute they were, regardless of the fact that she would only be using one for this game. However, she wasn't the only amiibo Nintendo was making for this game. One more had been announced and just already ordered it. Finally, she was still trying to completely finish the game by the time it was already released, and she was looking forward to trying it out when it arrived. Just heard a knock at her door, which unfortunately distracted her enough that her Yoshi was defeated again. Damn it, she yelled, tossing her Pro Controller onto a coffee table. She had never been that good at platformers to try to complete this game was certainly posing a challenge for her. Taking a few deep breaths to calm herself down, she got up and headed for to the front door. There was no one there but practically left at the doorstep. Her eyes lit up with excitement as she realized what this was. She quickly took inside and slammed the door shut as she went back into the living room. She practically tore the box open to find that inside the package was none other than the Mega Yarn Yoshi amiibo she had ordered. It was basically a normal Yarn Yoshi amiibo, but bigger, about the size of a teddy bear, and was just as tall as everything else related to the game. I think I call you Teddy, Jess said to herself, giving her stuffed Yoshi a quick hug. She had never been that good at figure creating these for amiibo. Now let's see if you can help me with this level. She placed the patch of amiibo was first on the game packs. There's some sort of John Yoshi to prepare the screen to help her. Now if you put John Yoshi amiibo did. However, nothing seemed to happen at first. Then she slunk back on the couch. What a rip-off, she said to herself, assuming her amiibo was 40. Not to medically play right now, she got up to grab her controller so she could back out the home menu. But for some reason, she tripped. What the? She mumbled before letting out a scream. Her throat looked almost like her being unraveled at that point on the loose for the scissors. What are? Huh? Jess was shocked and afraid beyond words. Her threads coming from her clearly spreading feet seemed to change colour and texture. They looked almost like wool. That's when they hit her, and she saw the amiibo still sitting on the coffee table. No! No, 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 no! The wool was all together, becoming something like almond shoes with a yellow sole. Weirder still was that despite looking like handmade shoes, she could feel it as if they were her actual feet. Poking one of them provided all the evidence she needed. Jess could barely think straight as her yarn spread, unraveling her legs. Her new yarn legs that were knitted together were green, and a bit shorter than her old ones, especially compared to the size of her new shoe feet. She gave one of her legs a squeeze, as if to see if he was dreaming or not. It squished in a little bit, somewhat like a teddy bear. Somehow she knew that despite being able to control them no problem, her legs and feet were feeling with nothing but cotton. or some other sort of stuffing. Since her legs were so short, her new-made body started forming before the raven even got to actual hips, which would have made moving a bit confusing. If Jess wasn't too freaked out to move in the first place, Yarn extended backwards, lifting her off the ground slightly as a yarn tail formed behind her. The yarn on her stomach was white, while the rest of her body remained the same as green as her legs, along with her already strange feeling, the lower body being that kind of knitted pussy. With more of her body continued to level, she couldn't feel any sexual organs in her new crotch. It wasn't just a matter of them being hidden. She simply had known, considering how easily they laid eggs. Just guessed Yoshis were asexual or something, which didn't help the thought of being turned into a living Yoshi doll. The yarn travelled up her torso, unraveling everything in its path. Her new torso, just like her yarn legs, was shorter than her old one, and her head was brought down a bit to compensate. The extra yarn spiraling water menacingly up her back was also brought up to the red and white cell knitted itself back. Her arms unraveled, knitting into short, stumpy, little green arms without her fingers. Just didn't even know how she was still alive right now, considering she was just a human head on a sized pussy body. Although she would have stayed that way for long. Finally, her head began to unknit itself. She frantically grabbed at what was left of her, desperately hoping to stop the transformation. But not only did it nothing, her arms barely even reached. The yarn taken from her head joined the left of the yarn from her torso and arms, making her head about the same size as torso. And that wasn't even count her nose. Her cheeks and jaws were knitted together with white yarn before it switched to green. Most of her body was made of. Her eyes were larger and built up higher out of her head, with her pupils sticking out and shining like a pair of polished buttons. 3 orange spines formed down the back of her head, finally a large bulbous green nose near to the front of her face, almost the size of her face. Despite not being made almost entirely out of yarn and stuffing, this was so as to lie. That only served to freak her out even more. She slowly sat up, not used to the croaking movements of her new yarn body. What the heck? She tried to yell, over came sounding like the gibberish that was Yoshi's language. She slowly tried to stand up, hoping to find a way out of it, until she found out that whatever was doing this wasn't done yet. She started to grow. It was dubbed at first. In fact, she barely noticed it, but it began to pick up speed as she grew taller, larger and larger. Eventually, she was forced to sit down as her head was healing. But even then, by the time the growing stopped, the top of her head was still being squished against the ceiling. She had knocked over several pieces of furniture. She was, after what, mega yarn, Yoshi. And when they say mega, they mean mega. Just let out a groan of frustration. Now not only she was a living pussy, she could barely even fit in her own house. The amiibo that started off as was sitting on her coffee table. Although the table had been pushed aside a bit by her growing body, she tried to reach over and grab it, hoping somehow have the keys to getting her back to normal. But with her shorter arms and lack of fingers, she could only succeed in nudging it around a bit. Not being able to pick it up, she instead tried moving it towards the gamepad. But transformation had started when she scanned it, so maybe it could be further to. Once the fourth amiibo was close enough to the gamepad for it to register, there was a bright light and everything around her seemed to disappear. When the light subsided, Jess found she was no longer cramped in her living room. In fact, she now seemed to match her occasion as everything else was made of yarn just like she was. She was confused and tempted to scratch her hair, but only reaching about her cheek. Thanks to her arms, she was in the game. Now, how was she going to turn back? How was she going to get home? Well, just heard something behind her, turned into faces. She found it to be a red side guy, made of yarn just like everything else. He was soon joined by several other side guys of varying colours. But what seemed strange about them was how small they got in the game. The side guys they look much shorter than Yoshi. Why did he once look like dwarves compared to her? That's when just remembered. She wasn't just young Yoshi. She was mega young Yoshi. And the stop on young massive and plus through enemies like was nothing. Just got that side guys, remembering every piece I followed while playing the game. And all the enemies I had given a trouble of a pass. Getting humbled to have to wait. Why now she wants to have some revenge with the little stopping session. Well folks, that was the whole TF. Well looks like Jazz got turned into a mega yawn Yoshi. And she might still be trapped in the game today. We don't know. Maybe when you play as a green mega yawn Yoshi, you play as Jazz. Well, that's it for this here. Now, if it's the first video seen by me, subscribe my channel, become a TF master. Like this video, share us with all your friends, and give us some good comments of what TF are doing next. It could be like a text one like this, or it could just be like a picture one. But the picture one, if it's text, say what thing every text the TF is, and if it's a picture one, say what type of TF you want to be like. If you want to be like, if it's picture, you want to be like Bowser TFs, or Dragon TFs. Or if you want to be text, say something like, this one, for amiibo experiment, Bowser, cute. That's just an example. Well, that's it for this video, folks. Bye!